What is up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with another video here. This is a little different than the normal ones. This one's here to simply announce a new Minecraft server we're going to be getting going here. It's going to be out August the 1st of 2020. We'll be starting it out on stream, will be when it opens up. It is a whitelisted server, however, everyone is willing to, it's allowed to come play. It is whitelisted, and this is the application. We're going to kind of just go over the application, talk a little bit about the server, and yeah, kind of go from there. It's real simple, nothing too crazy about it. But basically, it's called LazeeCraftRP. LazeeCraft is a hardcore roleplay Minecraft server. It takes place in the old colonial days, where a small colony of peasants and their king flee from their old homelands due to being conquered by a rival kingdom. On a stolen ship, they sail away, looking for a new place to call home. Little do they know, they are headed right into the eye of a storm. As they awake, the colonists realize the ship didn't make it through the night, crashed into a sandbar of an unknown lands. They have no idea the dangers of this mysterious place has waiting for them. Real simple though, pop into the guidelines, nothing too crazy, some real basic stuff. There's 8 of them, it's rules/guidelines. For the most part, the rules are real straightforward. It's a hardcore server. On death, you're banned for 3 days. Early bans may happen if there's going to be a large event, which I will post on the Discord. Bans will be automatic after exactly 72 hours. However, if in any other case, we'll be back on the server. At that point, you know, when you're dead, you know, realistically what you should do when you're banned on the server, you should shoot me a message if you're looking to change your character name so I can get that done for you before you get unbanned. If you want to come roleplay as a different character, however, you can kind of stick with your character out. You know, continue going. Next, we've got Not Rdm, which is random deathmatch. Basically, don't go randomly attacking people. Realistically, on this server, there should be no reason to attack or even kill another player for RP reasons to begin with, kind of unless the king or the war chief kind of puts you up to it. Any, you know, theft of items or like little things like that would happen inside of a city, you kind of bring up to a guard, the chief itself or the king, and they'll kind of punish it with whatever laws are set in, you know, stone, or punishments get decided, whether it's simple, you know, lock him in a jail or something to the extent of an execution, and then they're banned for 3 days. You know what I mean? It could be whatever. Trial by combat, throw them into an arena. Who knows what's going to happen? Number 3, we got no metagaming. Basically, metagaming is when a player takes real life knowledge and kind of brings it into the game and makes decisions on their character by real life decisions rather than necessarily getting into your character and playing what the character should choose to do. So basically none of that. You pretty much know everything, all like the crafting recipes, you know, it's not like you have to learn that or anything. Like you know all that down, but basically the biggest things are you don't really know what the nether is or the end is. So trying to build a nether portal or build an end portal, like that's metagaming. Your character does not know what that is. That does not exist from where your character has been or any knowledge they may have. It's not a thing. So basically none of that off the bat. That obviously it's all going to come into play later on in the RP, but got to follow along the narrative to kind of find out how that's going to go. Number 4, we got basically there's a 25 block range to where you can hear, so there's a proximity chat basically. This is to help you get involved in your roleplay situations. Try to always stay in character on the server in chat. If you ever need to talk to an admin or whatever, that's like reach out on Discord to me or Duncan. That's going to be the play. We will be keeping an eye on chat. Admins, you know, even if we're not in the situation, we can kind of see all the chats, kind of keep an eye on everything going on everywhere. Basically, while I'm streaming, I'm going to be staying in character in stream as far as talking to you guys, like saying things rather than typing it out, just to keep the streams kind of interesting. I don't want to make the streams like cut up by me typing. So over on Twitch when we stream, if there are events, the best idea is you're pretty much going to need to be there to participate in the events. It's going to be really hard to participate in events or even kind of interact with me while I'm streaming if you're not in stream to kind of listen in. So that's going to be something I'd recommend. It's not required, but I recommend. Any other chat we ask to keep inside of the game, not RPing on Discord, like talking to people, just to make things cool, because I'm going to be on a spectate and kind of follow along the story while I'm off stream. So I might record here or there, kind of see how the narrative of other people's stories goes, too, other character stories. I'm really, really curious. Next, we got the king. Basically, I'll be starting as the king to get kind of things going in the right direction. Later on, the king chooses, you know, decides the laws, and you can even bring people in to help him decide laws. But the king just, chooses what laws and even assigns people jobs and classes and kind of can move people up to higher class stuff. Because again, everyone out off the bat, it's like a peasant class. They're kind of low tier. All the people that have kind of escaped with everyone were peasants. Although the warriors and stuff died. I mean, you could have been a warrior in training. We'll talk about that here in a minute. If that's you want to become a guard, basically. But you not previously a guard or anything. But if someone else wants to become the king, it will be allowed. It definitely can happen as long as, kind of two big requirements is that the person's active on the server on weekends and during the weeks, relatively active, as well as if it's the narrative of the RP, and they'll have to be willing to kind of work with me out of character on Discord for certain things. But, if down the line, RP-wise, I kind of get out one way or the other of the RP situation with that, someone else can take that over. When creating a character below, because on the app you'll be creating a character below, please keep in mind you just need a brief backstory of your character, who they were in the Old Kingdom. This is where I was kind of talking about. They're a peasant of some sort, but they could have been an old farmer. They could have been a builder, a warrior. I mean, could have been really kind of whatever. Kind of whatever your thought is. I mean, the town could use everything. I mean, anything you can think of that in society that is around in like real life could kind of be converted to Minecraft, and you can kind of take that. Again, you can't be like royalty or a big noble role or something, but you could work towards that in the new kingdom, basically. Duncan's gonna be the only other one with like a higher up role, and he's the war chief who was the only one to get out of, the only actual guard to get out. So he's gonna take control of whoever the guard end up becoming. He's gonna recruit guard, kind of go from there. Again, you can read through this, gets a little more into detail, but this just give you guys a base idea of the app, so you can kind of follow along here. I know some people would rather listen to it. I'm not reading word for word, but 7, you're not required to hang out and stream. But why I'm RPing, this is kind of what I was talking about before, to keep things entertaining, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this one already. I kind of merged that with the other one. While I'm streaming, basically, try to hang out and chat if you can. So, not even in chat and stream, but like so you can hear me and you can answer in-game. That's going to be the idea, you're going to RP in-game. So that'll be the idea, but you'll have to hear what I'm saying to really interact with me during streams when I'm doing the Minecraft RP streams. That's all. And then lastly, number 8, the idea of the server is to keep the kingdom that we're all together, basically. I want to keep everyone together. Leaving the kingdom to even go simply adventure or to go even live alone, as I wrote a Hobbit, the live alone, is not against the rules. But I just want to warn you guys, this is a mysterious lands, and there are dangers, and you guys don't know about them. But going off and living alone, I'm going to tell you right now, it's almost 100% chance going to guarantee a death at some point. If you go try to live alone, if that's what your character decides to do, again, keep it within character. For some reason, that's what your character decides to do. That's what you try to do. But I'd suggest while venturing and stuff, you kind of go with people. But even with people, it may not be the safest. But yeah, someone's going to learn the hard way. That's all I got to say. Then you just got to basically agree that you read the guidelines. Again, I do suggest reading through it even if you've listened to the video. It's just kind of reading it. You got your Minecraft username, Discord username, Twitch/YouTube username. Those ones aren't required. However, I would like it if you guys are, around somewhere, obviously. I'd like one of them would be around, but I'd love to know who you guys are. It lets me kind of correlate you guys. And then your character's name, what you want your character name, first and last name of your character. Not your first and last name, your character's first and last name. So it could be whatever you'd like it to be. And then a little backstory about your character. That's it. Simple app. Nothing crazy to it. That is it. Anyways, though, hope you guys are excited as I am. Stream will be happening hopefully around 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. If by latest it'll be 12 p.m. That's the goal, but I'm going to be aiming for 11. 11 might be rough, but I'm going to be aiming for it. So 12, 12 at the latest. We'll say 12 at the latest. The server will be going up, and we'll be starting the stream and kind of getting our first kind of settling into the lands is the idea. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, excited for the server, take a second, smack the like button, guys. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.